Hi guys, it's me, Gloria. So, anyway, as I mentioned in my introduction, I'm a huge, an avid reader. So I decided for this video I would do a book review. Books review. Because this is it's two books, but it's actually going to be a trilogy because the third one comes out in October. So, let's get started. Okay, the first book, I'm just going to say firsthand, these are Christian fiction, so I don't know. I know not everybody believes that, but I'm going review them anyway. The first one, this is the Edwardian Brides trilogy, and the book one is called The Governess of Highland Hall, which is by, I believe, Carrie Ternatsky, I believe is how you pronounce her name. So, and it takes place in the early, it's 1911, so the early 20th century. It's Edwardian England, and it mentions there's a Downton Abbey feel about it. So if you're really into Downton Abbey, of course I am too, because I love the era, you should like these books, because it takes the place at the same time. So anyway, this starts out, this is Julia Foster, and her parents were medical missionaries over in India. And her father gets sick, so they have to come back in England. And to support the family, because her father's ill and can't work, she has to find a job. So, and while they were in India, she basically was a teacher that she taught at school. So she looks and gets a governess job at Highland Hall, which, this is an actual place. It's not called Highland Hall, but the estate actually exists. It's like a countryside in England. But anyway, she's a governess of these 4 kids of this very wealthy aristocratic family. So, and the kids, especially the eldest, the hero is Sir William Ramsay. One thing about it, see, back in these days, girls and women were not allowed to inherit. Like, in this case, she did inherit her father's estate or her title, so she's kind of ticked off about it. It goes to her cousin, so she's not very happy. Especially when she comes in, because she's not really interested in school. She just wants to ride horses and things like that. But she's a governess it's actually his cousins and his kids. He's a widower, so it's his kids too. Anyway, she's especially at first, she's kind of, confused. And my dogs. But she's confused because the governess is not like a servant, so she's not like downstairs, but she's not family, so she doesn't belong upstairs either, so she's kind of in between, you would say, so she doesn't really know, so anyway, during the course of the book, William and her name, like I said, her name is Julia Foster, they begin to get a little romance blooms, and they have stuff in common, and their past is, they have kind of been burnt on love, so you have to find out if you read it, but so they're not really trusting of the opposite sex, because they've just, like I said, they've been hurt. So anyway, they eventually they fall for each other, and during the course of the book, they're together. So, and the children basically love her at the start, but by the end of the book, the cousins, especially the eldest one, really does like her. But like I said, these are Christian fiction, so it mentions her prayers. It has references to Bible verses and things like that. So that is this book number 1. Now book number 2 is right here. Is The Daughter of Highland Hall, also by Carrie Ternatsky. And it looks like this. Now, in this book, they are in London, at the London house. usually, especially during this time period, the aristocrats had, maybe a country estate, maybe a city, or I think so, if I've done my research right. Anyway, they're at the London house, and Catherine is, like I said, she's the eldest daughter who was supposed to inherit, but instead her cousin did. She is prepared for her debut into society. She's going to be presented to the king, the queen, and the princess. So she's practicing, getting ready for that, and things like that. So, but because is a plot twist when Julia's brother, Jonathan, he's a medical student, studying, and volunteering at a free clinic to help the poor and the people who can't afford health care. Anyway, because being an aristocratic lady, she was looking forward to maybe marrying the eldest son of an earl who would, of course, after his dad passed away, he would inherit not only his title but estate and things like that too. So she would be a countess. But after there's a scandal that just basically, that just rocks the family. This time, it just appearances, and it was appearances, family connections, and things like that. Everything. They were high up there. And anyway, after the scandal, she's basically tossed to the sidelines. So Catherine decides, to occupy her time, since she's not really invited anywhere. So she starts volunteering at the free clinic where Jonathan works. And of course, so while this is going on, she kind of decides, she might not, after all, want to be, a countess. It mentions in the back of the book, it says, will she choose a life where she's being served, or will she choose a life where she's serving others? So, during the course of the book, things happen, and so they find out, this is what she wants, and especially after the scandal clears up and everything, she's again faced with, do I really want this title, this guy who's going to get a title at this state, or do I want this medical student that just is, he's not really lowly, but because it turns out their family do have money, but just, you have to read, it's just within their family, the mother and grandfather didn't get along and just cut off, things like that. So, but you have to see. But they're, like I said, they're Christian fiction, so I know not everybody who's going to watch this believes, but I think at least give it a try, especially if you do like the Downton Abbey setting and things like that. It should be really good. There's a third book that's coming out in October called A Refugee of Highland Hall, and the heroine of that is Catherine's younger sister, Penny, and it's going to take place during World War I in England, and they're back at their country estate in Highland Hall. So that's basically all I know. I don't really know what else, so I have to see. But this book I actually found at Walmart, so maybe check out if your Walmart has a book section, maybe try that out. And this one I actually got at a Lifeway store, so maybe both you might find both of them there too, at a Lifeway store or online like Amazon, Goodreads, Barnes & Noble, things like that. So they're worth a shot. I really enjoy these books because, like I said, I'm really interested in the culture of the time. It's just so different from ours, and like I said, the Downton Abbey show kind of fulfills that love of these books. So I'm really excited for the third one, which I forgot which day, but I know it comes out in October. But yes, so if you like, back in the Edwardian period of, especially in England, you should definitely give these books a chance, and the third one, which is coming out in October. So, and if you'd like to see more reviews of other books, or maybe recommendations, I'm always open to recommendations, especially if they're classics. I love the classics. Another thing I'm really into, the book I'm reading now, which I'm planning on doing a review when I finish it, takes place during World War One. No, World War II, I'm sorry. Which is another era I really like to read, and like I really like, shows and things about that too. Movies, So, if you like to see a bookshelf tour, I'm thinking about doing one of those if they don't have tons of books. So it's going to take a while. Anything like that. Maybe what you want to see. I have a couple of DIYs planned. What else do I have planned? I'm thinking about doing, I should do the reader's tag, which I'm planning on doing soon. But anything like that, so give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!